for coming here today, and to all of you who have decided to stay and listen, an even bigger thank you. My name is Val. I am Ateng's youngest brother. This morning, I have prepared a speech, so please pardon me if I need to keep looking at my notes, because I am going to try my best to stick with it, what I have written, and not saying anything less or more. Being up here and speaking in front of you all is not exactly easy nor comfortable. So I want to stay any longer than I should. It was around 2.5 years ago when our mother, our dear Nanay, succumbed to her illness and passed away. I know she left with a heavy, heavy heart, because as a dying mother, she never got her last wish. Because of certain unfavorable circumstances, I would say she did not even receive a proper farewell during her funeral service. I want to do things differently for Ateng. This time around, that is why I'm speaking here before all of you. As everyone already knows, our family is nothing close to being normal. Ours is a family run by all sorts of negativity, anger, pride, justice, grudges, hatred, power. All these hostilities have divided all of us for years. We have been back and forth trying to unite everyone. But our efforts have always been useless. Sadly, love is not a powerful motivation for this family. Never was and never will be. Being the youngest in the family, I have seen all sorts of things transpire, from the eldest down to my least eldest sibling. I have witnessed varying life situations and decisions. I have witnessed varying life and decisions, things I did not necessarily agree with, but have seen them get done anyway. I have learned to make my own judgment and realize I make my own life. So I decide whether or not to follow their steps. We lost our father during my teenage years. Life was not easy for all of us, out of necessity. I learned how to make a living at such a young age, so I can help put food on the table for our big family. Back then, Ateng, given her mental condition and even with her limited cognition, tried to do her share by helping me sell and distribute newspaper around town back in the Philippines. She walked distances with me. We did everything by foot, as we wanted to save every single centavo of our daily earnings to spend on our meals. There were times when I got disappointed with her because she gave away our hard-earned money to street kids. Our helpless situation was not something her ignorant mind could comprehend. So she did basically whatever made her happy. We had good days, we had bad days. That went on for years. And that's how we started building the closest relationship a brother and a sister can ever have. I grew up, finished studies, and started to build a life of my own. But now without Ateng. She was always with me every step of the way. Like they said back then, where Val goes, Ateng goes. That's why always a given. I was her baby and she was mine. When she had her moods and she would cry, I was the only one who could pacify her. You're laughing, thank you. When she had her tantrums and would misbehave, I was the only one she listened to. When she was sad, I was the one she always looked for to make her smile again. When she was pretty much able to do things on her own until she started having issues walking, but then again, I was there for her. Carried her on my back when she would not have to endure the pain. Years went by and life got better for us. Economically, at least, we migrated to US and chased the American dream. Through the years, Ateng had been around and everywhere, changing residences, going from one sibling to another. Though she may have had difficulties adjusting to the constant change, she had the best opportunities because she got to spend time with everyone, from the siblings to her nephews and nieces. There may have been times when she was a handful to care for, but she had always been dear to everyone. Her sweetness, her thoughtfulness, and her innocence made all the difference. Ateng loved music. During gatherings, whether big or small, she would readily sing or dance for everyone asked to. Nobody can ever forget her top favorite composition, a song she made up, lyrics of which included only names, our names, names of her brothers and sisters, which she enumerated in no particular order. It was like doing a roll call with a two. She dreamt of becoming a teacher, and doing a roll call was probably as close as she could get to being one. Ateng was fascinated with photos. She collected pictures of family and relatives, but she did that secretly. Whenever she visited a relative's house, she would look at the photo albums and discreetly tuck away a picture or two. She had this album where she kept all those photos she had collected over the years, that even we got amazed by how much memory she had put together in this one book. She was really amazing. There was this funny thing that she'd use to do that always put a smile on my face. She would stand outside of the house by the door, and because it was locked, she would keep knocking. After realizing nobody was opening the door for her, she would go around to the back of the house where she was able to access entry through another door, and into the house. She would unlock the front door herself, then step away and go around until she makes it back to the front of the house, so that she could try knocking again, but this time the front door was not locked anymore, and so she could easily get inside. She was funny and smart at the same time. Those were just a few of the many things we remember about Ateng. Last night, I had the chance to sit down and get together with the most important people in my life, my true family. And we had a fun time reminiscing all these happy memories of her. We had a good laugh, talking about the silliest things she could do to us. Ateng was a very friendly and cheerful person. She was my Ateng as much as she was Ateng to the entire neighborhood. Her smiles, her laugh, were always contagious. It didn't take so much to make her happy, because that was the kind of person she was. All these stories are proof that Ateng, regardless of her mental disability, was just as natural as any one of us here in this room. She was intelligent in her own ways. She had varying emotions. She had a dream. What probably sets her apart wasn't what was inside her mind, but what is inside her heart. All of us here in this room right now, and listening to what I'm saying, have a heart that is beating for one reason or another. Some hearts may be beating for harmony, others for anger. Some could be beating for joy, others for pain. Some hearts are beating for love, others for hatred. We choose whatever reason we want our hearts to beat for. I know somebody who had the kindest heart, the biggest heart, and mind you, most likely the purest of the hearts, present here. Sadly, hers is the only heart in this room that has stopped beating. If she had the choice, I am certain she would want her heart to beat for harmony, for joy, for love, but it is with deep sadness that she has left and would never again have the chance to see her dreams come true. Goodbye, Ateng. Sorry for all the times we caused you pain. Sorry for all the days we made you feel alone. Sorry for all the moments we let you down. Sorry for belonging to a family who did not deserve your purest love. Thank you for all the sweet memories you have left behind. I will cherish every piece of memory with you, and I am grateful that I was a big part of your life, as you were a big part of mine. You may be gone in this earthly world, but you will always stay in our hearts forever. I love you, Ateng. Thank you.